Surfing, what's the vibe? Surfing, what's the vibe? Surfing, what's the vibe? Telephone. What's the vibe? Telephone. What's the vibe?
Hello and welcome. I am BPD. People are going to live the way they want to live. I'm going to say this, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, if you are roommates, there are some rules those tenants supposed to follow. For instance, I'm living currently with this tenant. What's up, Tony? How's it going? Yeah. But currently renting with this tenant. The guy drinks, the guy had diabetes, so that's a problem. So people who smoke, you can't stop that. People who drink, you can't stop that. If you're living with the person who do that, that's a problem. But people are gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. So tonight, I'm gonna show some videos where you know who are messy, black women, and they are the messiest creatures on planet Earth. Women, all women are the messiest creatures on planet Earth. So here we go.
Ooh. Ooh. Jesse, we are gonna have to bomb the shit out of this one. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Yep. Yep. Whew. I can't go any further. It's gross.
Did you see that? Did you see that? These are the women that's on Section 8. Now, when they get on these Section 8 programs, the place is a mess. The place looked like a hurricane went through it. So, I mean to tell me that you couldn't buy trash bags and throw away some of that stuff? Now, my house, my room particularly, if I have a lot of stuff, I'm throwing away some things I don't need. See, the problem is that women and some men, welcome JJ Diesel. How's it going? How's it going?
Howdy, bro. Howdy, bro. Thanks for having me. Doing just fine at the moment. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So
That's,
tonight's topic is people are going to live the way they want to live.
yep, that's true. You got to look at it's different levels. You got to look at that from different spectrums. Some people mean well and trying to do the right thing. And you got to separate them from the ones that they just, whatever the line they want to cross, they don't care about boundaries. They, as long as they get past them, the kind of people, them the worst kind of people. They don't respect morals and all that stuff. And that's what start wars and everything, and that's what destroys marriages, relationships, friendships, uh, ruins companies, jobs, you name it. And I thought I'd put that out there. But for the ones that see, boundaries are meant to put in place for order. People get out of boundaries, they step over those lines. It causes all kind of trouble, including to the ones that's overstepping the boundaries, because they can get into serious trouble if the law actually does what it's supposed to do.
I agree, man. I agree. I'm going to talk about my roommate a little bit. We spoke over the phone. Alcoholic, diabetic. And the reason why I bring up those two subjects is because alcoholic, some are calm and they don't mess with people. And you have some alcoholics that's out of control, have a bad temper, and cause all types of problems.
Yeah,
My roommate from the jump start was had a terrible behavior, blamed me for stuff I didn't touch, and he just acted belligerent. I didn't know exactly what was his problem, but when I went to his refrigerator, he had a lot of beers. When I got home, the guy was drinking a lot. How he have diabetes? He have those insulin shots in the refrigerator. So I said, okay, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Because the last guy he had as a roommate, he was complaining about the other guy not being clean, not doing the right thing, bringing the female in, which I have a problem with. You know, you shouldn't invite no woman to your house, especially if you black pill, MGTOW mark, or red pill. But overall, he's talking about how terrible the guy was when you were doing the same thing he doing. Nah, I see a problem with that.
I see a pattern. That's a broken man, but he, instead of trying to fix his problem, he want to take his problem out on other folks, and he drank. He self medicate by all the beers. I could just see it as you telling me, and I believe you. So he's self medicating, but he wants to dominate people and think, if he get a little power, he push people around, he'll feel better. No, that's not the way to handle that.
Yeah, I mean, us as two tenants, we're here just to live.
Right,
I want peace and quiet. I'm the type of
right.
guy that want peace and quiet. I agree. Always meet a chick in public. Even that can go wrong too.
Yep,
Cause when you meet her in public, she can cause problems in public.
yep. Put on, make a hell of a scene, embarrass you. Some simp step to their aid, all that mess. So even that ain't no guarantee that nothing won't happen.
Yep.
That,
But the video I just showed, of course, these black women, I don't care, black women that be on these Section 8 vouchers, when they leave their house a mess, 9 times out of 10, they always go leave it like that.
yeah, and they got kids. Excuse me.
Yep.
Uh, if they got a bad attitude, they just nasty all around anyway.
Yeah.
Uh, the red flag, if they got them things in their nose, they got, you know, that unnatural hair color, hair hats. They call them weaves, but people call them hair hats. They got them stinking bonnets on their heads, smell like dirty carpet. Ugh. Especially if they don't ever wash their hair. They come out looking like they just got up out of the bed with their bed clothes on, come out in public. That's a turn off. That's the bottom of the barrel when it comes to class, meaning they ain't got none. And tattoos, all that stuff. Let me get into saying what I compare them to. Excuse me. Women don't realize that they are like cattle when it comes to body piercings and junk and tattoos and all that. They're like livestock, and the devil's livestock. The Lord said not to do that. They said not to cut your skin. He said not to, make marks on your skin, all that stuff. They do it anyway. But now, I'm gonna get very specific on what I mean about comparing them to livestock. They got them things in their nose, septum rings. They use them in hogs to keep them from making ruts in the dirt because that's what they do it with their nose. And their nose and their feet, they push their nose around in the dirt and all that. And then the tattoos, a branding iron on cows. That's what I think about when I see them, especially they got them all on their legs, just all on their arm, like they've been branded with an iron. Only it's ink. And that's a turn off. They look like aliens or some clown or something with that red hair or purple hair or blue, whatever color they come up with.
Oh man,
And
the rainbow hairs and all that different type of color hairs.
yeah, yep. And they wonder why men won't approach them. I'm a man. I sure won't approach them. They
I
mad
know,
about that. They can
I know,
stay mad. Cry me a
I
river.
know, I know. I don't approach these women. Hello, Earthman. How you doing? Peace, PBD, BPD, and JD Diesel. Earthman.
Out of earth, man. Welcome.
Yep. But I got next video to show.
All right, I'll mute.
All right. Let's see which one I want to play here. Section 8. This one right here.
Unexpected in mailboxes, eviction notices sent out to some families in South Fulton who rely on Section 8 housing vouchers to keep a roof over their heads.
Yeah, they're being told that their apartment complex will no longer accept those federal housing vouchers. This is happening at the Beacon Ridge Apartments, Old National Highway, College Park.
Atlanta News First reporter Adam Murphy live outside that complex tonight. Adam, what are these families going to do?
Well, first off, good evening, guys. I can tell you I spoke with several of the tenants out here, and they told me they believe as many as 60 Section 8 residents received eviction notices, and they were told they had to move out of this property by the 1st of next year. I read some of those eviction notices, and nowhere in those letters does management explain why they made this decision.
It's not right. They don't care about us.
For more than a decade, most of these ladies made Beacon Ridge Apartments their home.
Yeah, I ain't got nowhere to go. But they just don't care.
But now these Section 8 residents are being forced to find another place to live and have not been told why.
How they just gonna put us out like that? They ain't said why we got to move. I ain't did nothing. I ain't did a thing.
Several residents received notices on Monday telling them that regardless of when their lease is up, They are required to surrender the premises to management on or before January 31st of next year, and that failure to do so will result in legal action.
So I'm just really concerned about that, and so they hadn't gave us but 60 days to move.
How you gonna find a place to move and they getting your best day in January?
So Atlanta News First went to the leasing office to find out why they're evicting Section 8 residents. But they locked the door and never called us to explain.
There's a lot of us out here that ain't got nowhere to go. And then it's hard to find Section 8.
And the mayor of South Fulton just arrived out here at the complex. He is meeting with some of these Section 8 residents tonight and told me he intends to actually try to talk to management here at the property to better understand why this decision was made. He also told me he plans to pursue legislative options to further protect Section 8 residents in the future from this ever happening again. And I should point out the city of Atlanta just passed a resolution within the last few days which urges property owners receiving financial incentives to accept tenants who pay rent using federal housing vouchers. So it will be interesting to see if the city of South Fulton does the same. We're live tonight in South Fulton. Adam Murphy, Atlanta News First.
Well, bye.
Well, bye. Leave and don't come back. See, the problem with Section 8 and women that's on Section 8, they think that Section 8 is forever. Section 8 is not forever. Section 8 is for 9 years temporarily. Women get too comfortable being on these programs thinking they're going to have the house for, I don't know, 50, 60 years. When in essence, they have a time period where you're supposed to move somewhere else while still being on the program, or they can just get rid of the program altogether and you have to get up and work like everybody else. See, black women want to do what they want to do, but in reality, there's consequences and you can't stop it. Go ahead, JJ Diesel.
Well, it's wrong on both sides. See, these women, I think maybe it's God's judgment to allow that to happen because they did the men so wrong for so long. I feel kind of bad for them, but if that's the case, then let God do His judgment, and the Lord to protect the ones He see fit, the ones that He help. He helped the ones He see fit. When He turned His back on folks, He turned His back. But now, if these folks if they unjustly getting put out, then the program and the landlords or whatever, they'll get theirs. Just like God don't play. If you know about all that stuff that happened and that flood and them dams breaking yesterday,
Yep.
like God's power can't nothing stop that. I mean, the force of wind, fire, water, and earth. God can use either one of them or a combination of all four of them to hell, they could turn rocks into souls in a human being if he wanted to.
Yep.
Ain't nobody compete with that. That all this wars and stuff going on, and these women and some of these simps still don't want them to get the message and see the writing on the wall and straighten up and do better. You know what? They reprobates that some people just can't get right. Like that dude on Life. Can't get right. What's wrong with y'all out there if y'all hear me? You can't get right. You don't care about right and wrong. You don't care about how you affect somebody, whether it's good or bad. What's wrong with y'all out there? Them the worst kind of people, man. I can't stand them. And I got a good heart. But I understand why God has a bad temper. He's a good man, but he's a man of war. I wanted to say that, and I mute.
Yep. Kev said, women milk the system. They will continue to milk the system for decades and decades to come. See, I don't think that the Gov will possibly go broke. I don't know. But if the Gov is still alive, these women go continue to milk the system, whether it's SSDI, whether it's Section 8, whether it's welfare, they go continue to milk the system. Any way to survive, they go continue to milk the system. UPS is hiring. Don't let these women drive those big vehicles, man. Don't let them drive them. Women delivering my package, and she tossing my package and break my stuff. I'm gonna file a lawsuit against UPS, man. Walmart is hiring. Oh my God, Walmart and black women. Walmart and black women do not go together. They don't. The worst customer service ever when it comes to black women in Walmart. If Jay MGTOW was on here, he'd tell you how the black woman attitude in
Wow.
Walmart is just terrible, man. I
Let me
and
let me let me, let me
let
say
me
something.
let
Let
me
me
go ahead
say
and read
thank
this.
you.
Let me go ahead and read this comment real quick. And they're
All
gonna
right.
side with the system. Yeah, they will. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. I just wanted to say something before I forget my train of thought. The brother that said they milking the system, I forgot about that. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. Uh, God see that. And I'm gonna say this too. They rather milk the system than to treat the men right. See, they're taking the modern day forbidden fruit, I call that, in the form of whatever government program they get, instead of getting with a good man and being a good wife to that man. Now the system is turning on their butt. And yeah, I can see that. I can see God's judgment using the system to try to teach them a lesson or to bring judgment on them. That's I think that's a lot of that's gonna happen. And the Lord said He gonna make men like gold. He gonna make men like gold in the last days. I mean, these women is gonna be in real trouble.
Oh,
But oh,
we already getting gold because what we're doing is most men are quitting their jobs. Most men are staying home either on SSI or SSDI.
they
Women
ain't got
women just ruin everything, man. They ruin everything. They continue to ruin everything. They don't care.
they ain't got to quit their job unless it's the type of job to where they have to deal with people.
Right.
And
I agree.
they get them
Absolutely.
another job. They get them another job and just save their money and you know find like-minded people that want to survive the last days and stuff and get a program their own system going where they ain't got to take the mark of the beast to survive. That's what we all need to come together at right there. And these women that don't want to cooperate and the simps that don't want to cooperate, they want to rebel against that uh, saving grace that God put out for us, they're going to be lost with the rest of them.
Yep. Yep. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to the next video here.
All right.
All right. That one. That one.
I feel out of place. My kids feel out of place because, they've never been in this type of situation.
Also tonight at 8 o'clock, one Valley woman who was forced to close down her business because of COVID says that she thought she had hit the jackpot when she was approved for Section 8 housing here in the Valley. But after more than 2 months of searching, she says right now it is nearly impossible to find a place to stay.
Yeah, Kara Hay joins us now with ways the city is trying to help.
Twyla Wright has been a self-employed hairstylist for 22 years, but when COVID hit, she had to stop taking clients. Despite her side hustles, making rent was becoming a struggle, so she was ecstatic when she was approved for Section 8 housing here in the Valley.
I thought I hit the lottery.
But soon she realized the cash prize was more like leftover pennies when she couldn't find a place to stay.
Nobody wants to accept the voucher. Nowhere. I've called hundreds and hundreds of apartments.
Wright says the places she's managed to find that accept the voucher are either at capacity or waitlisted until 2022.
I'm devastated. I don't know my next step.
Right now, Wright, her 3 children and 2 grandchildren are sleeping on air mattresses at a friend's house.
I've called local offices to try to get assistance for rent and deposit assistance. But the lines, they said they're just flooded with people. They have so many people. They're not answering for weeks and weeks.
To help, the city of Tempe purchased this vacant hotel, and its 40 rooms will soon be converted into temporary housing.
So, and this is for, pretty much any and all members of the community.
Levon Lammy, the Housing and Revitalization Deputy in Tempe, says the buildings will be fully functioning in December. And in the meantime, the city hired a second housing navigator to assist people trying to find a home. And for the second time this year, they're hiking up the prices of vouchers to entice landlords to buy in. But still,
on average, most of our program participants find units between 45 and 65 days.
The wait is about 7 days longer than before COVID. But people like Wright say they need housing now.
I've moved my kids 1,800 miles away. I can't even put them in a school if I don't have an address.
Twyla says her children are in the process of being enrolled for online school. They're just waiting for a computer. But she's hopeful soon she will be able to stop waiting for a home. In Phoenix, Kiara Hay, Arizona's Family.
You're done. You're washed. It's over. You're done. You're washed. It's over. You're done. You're washed. It's over.
My bad. I played that too many times.
No, you did fine. It did all right. That did good, actually.
Yeah. These women are dumb, man.
But wait a minute. That goes to see she got kids, and she probably messed over some men. I don't know how many baby daddies she got, or if they're all by the same man. But look at how these women been doing. Look at them.
Yeah.
One time I helped this female, and I didn't charge her but $50, and I moved her with 3 loads. But you know she ain't paid me. I ain't helping no female no more.
She ain't pay you at all?
Nope.
Man, I wouldn't have helped her. I would have helped her at all, man. I would have been up front. I said, you gonna pay me first?
And get this. Here's the kicker. I missed the day of work there. I ain't doing it no more. Only way I miss work for anybody is an emergency in the family. They better compensate me, show me something. My daddy, I text him to VA, and he looks out for me.
Yeah, I can't F with a broke B. Ish is annoying, honestly. It is, man. It is. I'd rather the man pay me than a woman. Because a man actually go pay you. I want to be like, maybe I'll pay him. Maybe I'll pay him in food. Maybe I'll pay him with lunch. They won't pay you cash. They'll pay you like in food or whatnot.
But women want to pay you with their nasty, sloppy body. No, I want my money.
Yep.
Get this. You know how you could tell a woman's been sleeping around and she's been putting her mouth everywhere she shouldn't? Ugh. Stud rings in both nostrils.
Yep.
She's a single mother. Complaining about aches and pains in her leg and all that stuff. She got sugar. Now imagine if a man get angry because she owe her some money. There's a bad storm come through here and all that stuff. And I told my dad, I said, if a bad storm come through in a tornado and pouring down rain, if I saw her, I wouldn't stop. Lord, forgive me. I guess my heart's kind of hardened. I don't want to be hardened because I don't want you to turn your back on me. But I don't, at the same time, it's like how can two agree how can two walk together unless they agree? I don't have an agreement with her because her credit is bad, or her friends, which is my neighbor downstairs, that I can't get along with. If I'd have known, it's kind of complicated story. But this lady that I was on my way to work with blocked my driveway because her vehicle broke down. Only way I helped her, she did my taxes for me. I've been knowing her for a while, and she know I ain't after her. And she got this guy that used to go with my sister. I think he was married to my sister, and he got 2 girls by my sister. I got more respect for him than I think her, but I'm not gonna worry about. See, I'm so pissed off at her. I think she should have known what I was getting into and all that stuff. And I was on my way to work. I missed work, helping her get a boost off so she can get started. Come to find out she needed a battery. I thought it might have been an alternator. No, all she needed was a battery. And that's a brand new vehicle, I guess. The little snub nose hatchback SUV, Chevrolet.
Yep.
And it's just they see we gotta see when the Lord said put up the armor, he needed people to take advantage of you, or they'll try to see some weakness and try to get to you that kind of way. That, like kindness, they see your kindness as a weakness. That's what a fool would think of you, and that's a red flag.
Yeah, you know me. I don't let nobody treat me any kind of way, man. I put my foot down and get on them, man.
Yeah,
Like my roommate had to tell him, man, you can't run up on people and fight people like you used to, because people nowadays, man, they shoot and stab you, and they don't care about getting that time. They don't care about getting that prison time. They
see
don't. They don't care
that's
about. Oh, go ahead. Sorry about that.
no problem. You made me think of something else. So that's just the thing. When I got into it with this heifer downstairs, I was on my way to work one day. I looked back up my door. I said the B word. I said, B, you ain't worth my freedom. I sure did. This before I helped the girl move.
Right.
Man, I gotta forgive. We gotta forgive. It don't mean you have to trust. I learned this a long time ago. For our own soul's sake and sanity, to be able to live right, we have to be able to forgive and keep in touch with God and try to do right. And God will deal with them kind of people. I've seen it too many times. He'll deal with them. I learned this from my daddy. Uh, don't have a hardened heart. I'm trying not to have a hardened heart. It's real hard for me. And I'm 45 years old. I've been all over the country. I've seen society decline. It's in the Bible. Man must travel, gain as much knowledge. That's true. Um, I got a lot of scriptures wrote down. We can talk. That'll make good commentary for videos to come, I suppose. But not to get off topic.
Take your time, man. Take your time.
Not to get off topic. These folks, it's just a lot up there, and I'm getting older, I guess. A little brain fog and frustration, trying to, not say the wrong thing. There's a lot of wickedness out here, man. I kind of wish God gave me the power He gave Moses. You know what Moses did in the wilderness for the people that God deemed unworthy. It wasn't nice.
Yep. Yep. It's like people nowadays, they don't want to go by the law, which the law itself is kind of just messed up and not righteous.
That you talking about man-made law now?
Yeah. The made man law,
Yeah.
the man law, which is corrupt and evil, which I
Yep.
totally understand. But in order for us to survive, man, we had to go by those laws. The thing is that we don't have to make these laws a part of our life, which means that we don't have to wear a dress because society tell us to. We don't have to jump off a cliff because society tell us to.
We
It's
don't
like,
have
yeah,
we don't have to stir up trouble. We don't have to be potheads. We don't have to be gangbangers. We don't have to be gangsters, mobsters. We don't have to worship the devil.
Yep.
We don't have to do satanic rituals to get favor. That's fake favor, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the devil treats his agents as he's using them because he want to keep using them until he done with them. See, the thing about the devil, he destroys or just throws aside his tools when he get done with them like they nothing to him. That's why the mob families act the way they act. Even most loyal and trustworthy members of theirs, they treat them like dogs. They're scared of them. They're too loyal. They figure they're after something a higher level. Eventually, see the person that's in power, they want to keep that power. They don't want to lose their position.
Yep.
So what do they do with somebody get too close to being like them? Awful. That's how the devil is. Awful.
Yeah. But the people in power right now that's doing evil, all that's coming to a crash, man.
Yeah.
All that's gonna come to a crash.
And you know, the Lord said, because his people has forsaken him, the world will be given over to the hands of the wicked. It's in the hands of the wicked now, but the Lord is coming to the point to where, see, Armageddon, World War III is the same war, but that war is about him coming to punish the people who mistreated his people for all this time. But
Welcome, Sick Touch. My bad.
What's up, man?
People.
Yep.
What's up there?
Whoa. Look like we got the Black Waters right here, man.
Yeah, that's why I was doing working on my channel, man. You know, the background and the logos and the start time and all that. I was just working, man.
Yeah, I wanted to get into this little conversation, to be quite honest, but me personally, like, even though I might probably be a philosophical anarchist, I don't necessarily think anarchy is going to work per se, but that's more of a catch-22 for me. Does government work? Hell no, I don't believe it worked. So we're in a catch-22 here. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Damned if you believe in government, damned if you don't believe in government. Damned if you eat meat, damned if you're a vegan. We're trapped here.
Yeah. Yeah. So my thing is Sick Touch. Trying to tell somebody what to do. I mean, it's pointless. It's pointless at this point because people are going to do what they want to do.
So would I.
Yeah.
So will I. And although I do respect, all the with people like JJ Diesel, although I actually respect what he has to say. That's why I always like I don't necessarily joke like that, but me personally, I feel as though I think around the age of 29, where I really started to see what my shadow is, and I ended up embracing that shadow. So, ironically, that same shadow is what ended up getting me in here. To be quite honest.
Yeah.
At that same point, I think my shadow is the reason why I'm back at MGTOW at this point. So, in a way, I thank my shadow.
Yep. Ever since getting in MGTOW, man, it's truly has turned my life around. Anybody gonna take me out of it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Nope, not me neither. I tried getting out of that MGTOW mindset, and I tried to find my way outside of that MGTOW mindset. It did not fucking work. That shit is not for me. I don't want to be no blue pill simp ever again.
Nope, me neither. And I tell y'all something.
I never want to be that blue pill simp. I initially came into this shit MGTOW, but I let a couple of things, such as MGTOWs doxing each other, men doxing fellow men. I let that sway me out of the path, and I ended up back, or almost on my way back into symptom. Or on my way back into simping. I let a couple things lead me out that path. I'm not gonna let that shit lead me out of the path no more. No more. I'm done with that shit. For the most part.
Yeah. Go ahead, JJ Diesel.
I was just listening on and then reflecting on some thoughts I was wanting to say. Well, I've seen a lot. 21 years is a lot out of your life. If you hadn't learned nothing, I don't know what to tell you. If you had that much time to travel the country like I have, and you hadn't seen society change for the worse, I don't know what to tell you. I've been to Canada driving trucks. I've been to all the lower 48 states. You know, that's the states between the U.S. Canadian border and the Mexican U.S. border, and I've seen all of them. And I drove through all types of weather and terrain, traffic situations in most major cities. And I've been on 2 lanes in mountains, interstate and mountain, all that stuff. You got to slow down no matter what highway you're on if it's snow and ice. And one thing I can't say, not once in my driving career so far did I ever use power chains. I, I admit I don't know how. I don't see a need to. I drove on icy roads. I know how to traverse these roads, and I can drive through anything. I know God is with me. My faith in God and God's. I think He sees value in me and the strength of the courage I have to do that because I feel like if you got to put tire chains on, you can put other people in jeopardy. Them things will fly off and hit somebody, hurt somebody. If you don't feel safe to drive, stop. There's been times I've had to do that. Not very many, but and with that in itself is amazing to be able to say that. It's the truth. And the way these folks drive now, I'm embarrassed, almost embarrassed to be a truck driver. But I look at how society is typically digressing instead of improving. It's getting worse instead of improving. You think
Oh, I see that. I see that. And that fact, I saw it just recently when I was browsing through the net and I was starting to look at the difference between quote unquote uneducated peasants back in 1248 building cathedrals and shit, and educated people with PhDs, educated architects making something that's so similar to a dildo. I'm like, I can see it in the architectural standpoint. We is going down. This society is failing. I can see the regression even in the architecture. That's how you
yep.
know it's a long time for this shit. It's a long time for a reckoning.
And the neglect on the structures, very important structures, like the dams that collapsed thanks to the storms and the flooding that they ain't maintaining the dams, they ain't maintaining the bridges. I've seen a lot of highways just in Arkansas they don't even keep up. It's ridiculous. The people need work and but they want to spend tax money on these foreigners coming over here instead of giving folks jobs locally to fix these roads, make them safer and stuff. Don't you know if a road is uneven, it can hold water and it can cause an accident. Water can cause even a big truck to run off the road with enough water, let alone an automobile.
You
Yep.
know what I mean? It's like as far as my simping days, I don't necessarily blame the women per se at all. I actually blame myself.
You still there?
You
Hey,
still there?
he cut out.
Yeah. Let me see something here.
All right.
You want me to bring you back in or?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'll be here. I
I'm
enjoy
here.
the conversation.
Oh, you good? You good? Six touch?
Yeah. Now, like
All
I
right.
basically what I was saying is like, bro, I've seen who I was when I was simping. I've seen the monster within during my simp days, and a lot of people were getting very uncomfortable with it. I wasn't really doing much with my life when I was simping. A lot of my old Twitter friends seen it. Even the women were made.
You moving around trying to get to that sweet spot and be still for your signal as far as the sweet spot is concerned. Cut out again. You cut out again for a second.
Oh.
I got my phone on a base.
All right, can y'all hear me now?
Oh, you good? You good?
Yeah, because me personally, I feel as though that it's like when your friends are starting to worry about you, and even the women are starting to get uncomfortable with you simping. That's how you know it's time to stop. It was time for me to stop right then and there. It was like, no, I don't necessarily blame the women. I'm more so blame me. That's my responsibility.
Yeah, these guys are still simping, man. They paying the consequence.
That's
they
what I
paying
knew.
for it at this point.
And that's when I knew. That's why I'm like, okay, look, this is stupid and this is wrong. Everybody's getting uncomfortable by my behavior. I got to stop. And I think it was around like 2022 was when it really got out of hand. It also made me question my own morality. It was like, yo, am I a good person? It was like by 2023, I decided nope. And it was getting to that point, like this simping was probably the reason why, and a couple of other things. So it was like, yeah, this is not really the way. I there's a lot of other paths that I could have taken that would have led me down that dark path, but I would have been able to bear it. But the simping part, no, I could not bear it. That is not a road I want to go down no more. I had to stop. And
well, let me mention a scripture to my brother, and I like when he reads the scriptures that I bring up. He does a good job reading my scriptures that I bring up out of the Bible. And don't feel bad. I'm a recovering simp myself. Brother, you mind pulling the scripture up to help this brother? We're in recovery. We're all in recovery, so why not?
And you echoing too, JJ Diesel.
I don't know why I'm echoing.
You want to try to come back in and come back out? See if that'll work.
Can you hear me good now?
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay. Proverbs 31:3.
All right. You go ahead and keep talking till I look for it.
All right.
All right.
That's a powerful scripture. Sick touch.
Don't give your strength to women, nor your ways to that which destroyeth kings, or your ways to that which destroys kings, and prevent the rights of all afflicted. Go ahead and go. That's
Got
it.
one more for you. Revelations 2, verses 20 through 23. We're in recovery here. This is therapy.
Yeah.
See, when you out in the world and you find things and then you hear the Bible, it ought to quicken your thinking. In other words, confirm that you making the right decision. That's why I care and I want to share this stuff with you.
You said Revelations and what?
Chapter 2, verses 20 through 23.
2 to 23. I will strike. No. Go ahead.
No, chapter 2, verses 20 through 23. Just 3 verses.
All right. I'm on my phone, by the way, so y'all can keep talking. I'm looking forward to it on my phone. But nevertheless, I have this against you. You tolerate that woman, Jezebel, who calls herself a prophet, by her teaching, she misleads my servants into sexual immortality and the eating of food sacrificed to idols. I've given her time to repent of her immortality, but she is unwillingly. So I will cast her on a bed of suffering, and I will make those who commit adultery with her suffer intensely unless they repent of her ways. I will strike her children dead. Then all the churches will know that I am he who searches hearts and minds. I will repay each of you according to your deeds. That's it.
I got a few more I found about the women need to be silent and they need to teach the younger women how they supposed to be. They supposed to be good examples and they supposed to teach the women. But in the church, the woman's supposed to be silent. Here goes. First Timothy chapter 2, verses 1 through 15.
Are you gonna read it?
I'll let you read it.
Ah.
I think you're doing just fine.
We can keep talking.
Okay. I got several scriptures. I don't want to dump a whole lot. I don't want to dump too much, but I got that one. Then I got
You say second Timothy?
No, First Timothy 2, verses 1 through 15. Then I got 1, 2, 3 more, and that'll be it. I reckon they're very powerful.
One through 15.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody keep talking. I mean,
oh, I'm just thinking. I got other scriptures wrote down, and I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was basically listening. Yo, I gotta be real. That shit was powerful as hell.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna hold you.
You say First Timothy 2 and 1 and 15?
1 through 15, yeah. Chapter 2, verses 1 through 15.
Yeah, I gotta be real. The Bible does have a lot of MGTOW verses in it.
Mm.
It has a lot of MGTOW verses in it. Did not know.
And let me say something.
I don't see it on my phone, so probably a different verse.
Okay, I tell you what, I might have to scroll through my physical Bible here and read it. But you know, I'm glad you said the Bible has MGTOW verses. When people say God is a woman, they're a fool to me. It sounds like fools to me. God is a spiritual being, but he's a male being, and he's most powerful. Yeah, sure, there's female figures in the Bible. Sure. But they don't have the power, they don't have the role men have. Only when the man was corrupt or something like that, or the woman was a good wife, or there's women even being like King David violated a woman, killed her husband and to get with her and all that mess. It's crazy, but it's actual female victims in there and everything. If these women got right and did what they supposed to do, that they become a victim, God will vindicate them. But God ain't vindicating these lying fake victims out here. If these women out here listening to you, I hope you hear me. It's men with good hearts out here. We ain't gonna vindicate you lying and want to falsely accuse us men of something we didn't do. You're so brainwashed, you become agents of the devil, and you want to destroy instead of help build you. That's contrary to your purpose. You're going against the Bible, but you're going against yourself and don't even know it.
Yeah.
You think you're going against just the man. See, God created man, and y'all women are supposed to be helpmates. You don't want to be helpmates. You want to be detrimental. You want to be rebellious and detrimental to any man you touch.
They actually want to be power seeking. They
Yeah,
want
they
to seek
want
the
the
power for
power since
themselves.
Eve. They want the power since Eve.
Yep. I'm gonna go and get to this next video.
Yo, what's
All
the
right.
next video, man? Like I don't want to miss any of this shit.
Yep.
Just be patient.
One California neighborhood thought they were finally relieved of a hoarding situation, but they say it didn't stick.
It just continues to get worse. They play this trick where every time they know there's a city inspection coming up, they load up U-Hauls, RVs, pickup trucks, trailers, and they take it all away. The inspection comes and goes, and the stuff all comes back.
A report says the city of Los Angeles spent $12,000 cleaning up the property in Grenada Hills. But neighbors say since then, the bags and debris have been piling up again and creating other problems.
Just the rats and roaches, especially at nighttime, you can see them in the backyard. Just these big, dog-sized rats.
A reporter's attempt to contact the homeowner was unsuccessful, and the homeowner is due in court for a hearing on code violations in December. A city councilman for the area says the homeowner has refused assistance, but he says he will continue to look for solutions to this problem. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Mara Montalbano.
I can tell that whole.
I don't even know if that's PG.
I can tell that homeowner is a female. I really can.
Yep.
If it was a man, a man would have still left some of the mess, but he would have cleaned most of it right away. He would have cleaned most of it right away, making it look at least a teeny bit presentable.
Yeah, I can't leave no messy yard, man. That's the same thing with inside of a house, but a messy yard, man, you can get fined for that.
I found the scripture, 1 Timothy chapter 2, and I'm going to read 1 through 15. Here are my directions. Pray much for others. Plead for God's mercy upon them. Give thanks for all He is going to do for them. Pray in this way for kings and all others who are in authority over us or in places of high responsibility, so that we can live in peace and quietness, spending our time in godly living and thinking much about the Lord. This is good and pleasing God our Savior, for He longs for all to be saved and to understand this truth, that God is on one side and all the people on the other side, and Christ Jesus Himself is between them to bring them together by giving His life for all mankind. This is the message which at the proper time God gave to the world, and I have been chosen. This is the absolute truth as God's minister and missionary to teach this truth to the Gentiles and to show them God's plan of salvation through faith. So I sent. So I want men everywhere to pray with holy hands lifted up to God, free from sin and anger and resentment. And the women should be the same way. Be quiet and sensible in manner and clothing. Christian women should be noticed for being kind and good, not for the way they fix their hair or because of their jewels or fancy clothes. Women should listen and learn quietly and humbly. Never let women teach or lord it over them. Let them be silent in your church meetings. Why? Because God made Adam first and afterwards he made Eve. And it was not Adam who was fooled by Satan, but Eve, and sin was the result. So God sent pain and suffering to woman where their children are born, but he will save their souls if they trust in him, living quiet, good, and loving lives. I'm going to read on. It's going to take me some time to look up this other stuff, but so be it.
You're right though, because we have women pastors, we have women teachers, we have women as bosses on jobs, we have women supervisors, we have women that's landlords, and every time a woman is head of something, it get destroyed.
Yep.
They get destroyed real quick. A female pastor, a female pastor, female pastor want more money. Female pastor want to have authority over the man in church, tell him what to do. If you don't do this, you ain't come to the church no more. I'm like, okay. A female pastor is more annoying than the actual male pastor itself. Female boss. Yeah. You'll get fired in one day, maybe a week or so, maybe a month.
It's already bad enough that we have male rulers. That's already bad enough. But female rulers is even worse. We would get bombed within a minute.
Yep. If Kamala win, man, I'm getting my passport. I'm gone.
I don't blame you. Keep
That's
talking while I look
promise
this
right there, boy.
up.
If she get in, I'm gone, man. That's a wrap.
Yeah, the globalism that they gonna put her in. Just you watch. They run the people who run this world, the Satanists that run the world. They gonna put her in. These women will side with whoever want to destroy men. These Luciferians want to destroy men. They will side. These women will side with anybody that want to destroy men. Imagine, right? Whether it be World War III or the Civil War, and you already and these people, these patriot truthers, right? They want to teach their kids and their wife to fight for freedom. The kids might probably fight for freedom. We might not know that. It depends on how the kids was raised. But the wife ain't. She gonna take that mark of the beast.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Women
Hold on,
should be
right?
silent.
Hold on, just a second. This gonna be me right here. If Kamala win, this gonna be me.
Thank you.
Oh man. He packing his shit and he gone.
Yeah, that's me right there.
He packing
I
his
had to
shit
show
and
that
he
real
gone.
quick. If she win, boy, that's gonna be me, boy. My passport, my bags, I'm gone.
Leave the West. Yeah, it's gonna be better for you, bro. You know what I mean, BPD? You
Yep.
leaving the West is gonna be good for your health, man.
I found this scripture here.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 14, and I'm going to read two scriptures. It's 34 through 35. Women should be silent during the church meetings. They are not to take part in the discussion, for they are subordinate to men, as the scriptures also declare. If they have any questions to ask, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is improper for women to express their opinions in church meetings. Y'all hear that, ladies? You hear that, simps? Y'all want me to read that again? Just two scriptures.
Read it again.
Women should be silent during the church meetings. They are not to take part in the discussions, for they are subordinate to men, as the scriptures also declare. If they have any questions to ask, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is improper for women to express their opinions in church meeting.
Yep. And yet these simps gave these women a voice just to cause havoc. Let me
I
say
got
that.
too much.
Let me say that again. These simps gave women power to vote, to be in charge, just so they can cause havoc and tear down shit. Excuse my language, but that's what they do.
I got two more scriptures, and that'll be enough scripture. That'll
Hello,
be
Jet.
proud of me.
Just a second. You know I gotta play that clip real quick.
All right.
Cause this is what women do.
That's what I do.
That's what women do. They destroy.
Y'all can talk while I look for these scriptures here. Actually, let me see. I got a lot more than just two, but I got two more. I'm able to read right now. Unless y'all got the time now, I'll be glad to
How many
read.
scriptures you got?
You said you got two more.
Oh, two more. Okay.
I got two more that I saw right away, but I got.
He might probably have another one.
I got 7 more altogether, but no, 6 more.
That's 8. That's 8 scriptures.
Okay, so it's 6 reps you got to do. You lifting weights right now. Let them cook.
And I'll listen.
I got Ezekiel 13, 7.
Home. So might as well just listen.
I got Ezekiel 13, 17, Titus 2, verses 3 through 5. I flipped over my other page. I got Isaiah 13, 12 through 17, 2nd Esdras 15, 16, 13. Ezra 259, First Chronicles 19, 14, 23, 14. Y'all want me to read all that? I just got these 2 more about the women being silent. Y'all want me to read just them 2 more?
We ready? Yeah, we ready. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to read Ezekiel 13, 17. Y'all can talk while I look this up.
But yeah, man. The United States is on its last leg because not only you have the gov running it, you have women running it, and at this point, women are just puppets to the gov and these simps.
That's my point. That's exactly what I was trying to say, man. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. I mean, even if they had a quote unquote, even if the man had a quote unquote constitutionalist truther, freedom fighting family, the kids, depending on how the kids is raised, they might probably fight on the daddy's side. They might not, but the wife is not. The wife is going to go is going to take that mark of the beast, and the truther, the dumb truther simp, is going to be fighting that war with getting his legs blown off for what? The nuclear family? Fighting for his family? They're not going to be by his side, especially not the wife. He crazy. Not getting my leg blown off for nobody in this, not in this Civil War.
They say these women supposed to go to war, so we'll see how that go.
I found that.
No, they ain't gonna go well at all. At all. They're gonna dodge a draft. They gonna dodge the draft. They gonna find some FEMA shelter in FEMA.
Wait a minute, they gonna find some ship to live with.
There's plenty of Sims in FEMA. They'll find one of those.
They're gonna find some of the same men that they spit on or whatever to live with. And if the men are stupid, they will let them. No, I ain't stupid.
Nah, bro. Me personally, like one of these simp truthers, they're like, we're fighting for freedom. We're gonna be fighting for freedom. We're fighting for our country, and they're gonna fight the militarized police. They're gonna build the electronic prison, and the women are gonna be skating in the back. They gonna sneak through the back door and get in that FEMA truck while they're getting their legs blown off by those militarized police. That's what's gonna happen.
Yep. I found that scripture.
They're not gonna fight on your side, truthers.
I found an Ezekiel scripture. Ezekiel 13:17. Son of dust, speak out against the women prophets who pretend the Lord has given them his messages. Let me say that again. Son of dust, speak out against the women prophets who pretend the Lord has given them his messages. That goes along with their other one I just read. There's no paradoxes in the Bible. I got one more. Titus 2, verses 3 through 5. Y'all can talk while I find that.
Are you good?
I'm looking for Titus scripture.
Yeah, like I said, these truthers need to realize these women is not on their side. Just because they got higher knowledge doesn't give them the excuse to simp. For example, it's like, bro, that's one of the main reasons why I left the spiritual community and the Hotep community. The higher knowledge, ironically, unfortunately, means higher simp energy. I didn't even know higher knowledge of the universe.
Found that scripture.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Yep.
Titus 2, verses 3 through 5. Teach the older women to be quiet and respectful in everything they do. They must not go around speaking evil of others and must not be heavy drinkers, but they should be teachers of goodness. These older women must train the younger women to live quietly, to love their husbands and their children, and to be sensible and clean-minded, spending their time in their own homes, being kind and obedient to their husbands, so that the Christian faith can't be spoken against by those who know them. But these women with bail, see, that's the problem. That's the problem. It's the problem. Women, it's the problem, y'all. It's raining again.
They've been in problems since biblical days, man.
It's been a problem since Eve.
Yep. You got to thank Eve. You got to thank Eve for all this is going on right now, man.
Yep. And when women speak percentage to me, I said, if I was Adam, I'd tell her to give me my ribs back. They get mad. I don't care. That's what Adam should have done. And maybe God would have said, no, I won't give you your ribs back. I'll just make you another woman.
Yep. D-Man 50 say kind and obedient. You won't get these women be kind and obedient today, man.
And they was biding their time, to be quite honest with you.
But when I say that, I've said it on Facebook, BBD. You seen me say they contrary against everything against in the Bible, even against the purpose that they were created for. And if it was not for us men, they wouldn't have a purpose to begin with. But they got so much garbage to say. And it's still not to speak evil against the others and stuff. They're
Well,
supposed
but
to be
I
quiet.
gotta head out.
All right, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta eat something, and I got some Avatar to watch. Y'all be
Okay.
safe, man.
All right, man. Peace
You
out,
too,
man.
man.
Thanks for joining the show. But yeah, man. D-Man 50 say you guys have some great verses today. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I still gotta do some more reading on the Bible. Still
Me
gotta do
too.
some
Don't feel
stuff.
bad. Matter of fact, let's just do that. The other scriptures are Isaiah 13, 12 through 17.
Yeah.
I
I
got a
got some
few
more.
more.
I got some more videos.
Okay.
We could maybe do like that. Some of that today, and like on the next stream, we can have like Bible reading on the next stream.
All right.
But we can do a couple of more. But let me get to this next video. Yeah.
Go ahead and unmute. I gotta take a leak.
Okay, gotcha. And that one. That's yard. Let's do this one.
One California neighborhood thought they were finally relieved of a hoarding situation, but they say it didn't stick.
It just
Oh, did that one already. My bad. I think it's this one.
For Marlboro neighborhood snapped this picture of this huge mess, and he and other residents county officials to try and get that junk cleared out. Well, thanks to our 7 on Your Side report, those county officials listened. Brian Carter has the reaction.
After sitting on the sidewalk for nearly 10 days.
Oh, you can look at it. It's a terrible eyesore.
This neighborhood nuisance is getting cleaned up.
A relief. Get our beautiful neighborhood back.
Over the weekend, frustrated neighbors tired of looking at the massive mess full of mattresses, TVs, and toys contacted 7 on Your Side. Less than 12 hours after our story about the pile of property aired, workers showed up to pick it up.
Only reason why they came out here was because of 7 on Your Side.
Neighbors say this all started back on December 13th when workers came in and emptied out the home. Residents say the home has been vacant for a couple years and went through a foreclosure process. County officials believe there was an eviction, but they say they have no record of it. A spokesperson for the county's Department of Permitting, Inspection and Enforcement, or DPEI, says they didn't learn about the mound of belongings until late last week. Usually it's a 10-day process to find out who's responsible for getting it removed. But knowing it sat next to the street for more than a week, DPEI expedited the process and stepped in to help.
Neighbors say this couldn't come at a better time, just in time for the holidays when so many people have friends and family visiting.
Oh, that's beautiful in time for Christmas.
In Upper Marlboro, Brianne Carter, ABC 7 News.
That looks like a jungle. People are so messy. People do not clean their house out ahead of time. They do not clean their house. Now, if I was going to work and my house looked like that, each and every day I get home from work, I'm taking most of the stuff out to the curb. I don't care if it's half. If my room that messy, I clean half of it, go to work the next day, come home, get the other half out, pieces by pieces. See, a lot of women, they will just leave their stuff in the house. And like I said before, it collect roaches, it collect maggots, possibly snakes, possibly rats. And they have no care or well-being of their children or anybody that's living with them or by themselves. I'm a clean person. All around, I'm a clean person. I like a clean house. I like outside is clean. And that's the way I like living. I don't like to live in a dirty house or outside that's dirty. Is you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. But yeah, the video I just showed, man, more people, leaving their yard a mess like a hurricane.
I got a pile outside right now with pine needles, bottles, and junk. My neighbors, when they moved in downstairs last year in July, they went to throwing stuff all everywhere, throwing it in the grass. I was trying to clean it up and trying to get them to help me clean it up. They wouldn't. The landlord didn't say nothing. I gave up and left it. I'm not cleaning this stuff up for free. They want to raise the rent. I'm looking
Yeah.
for me a place to go. I'm tired of this. Not to mention the stuff I told you about. I have to deal with this crazy woman downstairs smoking weed, get drunk, and want to talk and get violent and get all in my face and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know what to deal with these alcoholics, man. Not some alcoholics. Again, some alcoholics will mind their business, don't cause trouble, and you have some alcoholics what that's cause trouble, be loud, and be violent. In some other cases, that's gonna get them seriously hurt. I don't want to say the K word, but it's gonna get them hurt.
Locked
Or
up, in the ground.
let me play this clip real quick instead of just saying the K word.
Delete, 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 delete.
Let's go get them deleted. Because a lot of people ain't gonna put up with that nonsense of you being violent, you being
I
belligerent.
got one. I got one better for you. They ain't gonna get deleted. They're gonna get sent in another dimension.
Yep.
They're gonna wake up with fire around them more than likely.
Yep. And you have some
You
of
know
these
what?
people, and you have some of these people who defend that alcoholic behavior. My landlord, for instance, my uncle that done the one that does electrician, he's an alcoholic. They defend his behavior. Oh, all he need was help. All he need to go is rehab. And when they go to rehab, they get out. They continue to get out and drink and cause more of a problem.
My suggestion to people to go to rehab if they really want the benefit of going to rehab, a better life, is to get away from the situation that got them into that, necessity of going to rehab.
Yep. Yep. These
Get
people.
away from those people.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, get away from that situation and those people that, these people. See, I'm gonna say this, and I'm fixing to mute. For the life of me, I cannot understand why somebody wants to go around smelling like a goddamn skunk because they want to smoke weed so bad. I'm mute. That's
Yeah, man.
stupid.
Yeah, they think that this miracle plant is gonna save their life. Anything made by the FDA, it's not the answer to your problem. It's not the cure to a disease. It's not problem solving. In fact, it destroy you.
And you know something else? The Lord said in chapter 6 of Genesis, herbs are okay to use, but they're not okay to smoke. That's in Genesis chapter 6.
Yep.
And I feel guilty as a smoker. I smoke tobacco, and I'm seriously cutting down and seriously trying to quit. Now I have a high stress job, and I got to deal with these neighbors. That make it even harder to quit.
Yeah, man. That is some way somehow we can just live by ourselves, man. We gotta live with people. Live with other people that's gonna cause a problem. Yeah. My okay, next door, when I was living next door, it wasn't that bad. Now my roommate may suffer like some depression or whatnot, but he ain't no threat. He ain't gonna harm me. and he like going blind and losing like his health, but he ain't going to do no harm to me or whatnot. This guy right here, I'm rooming with, he may be a threat. He may be a problem, and you never know what you're capable of.
Right.
And alcoholics, they're a ticking time bomb. Either they go or the person that's living with them, they may go. Oh, he just needs some rehab. No, he don't. He need to move somewhere else, or I'm going.
Tell your landlord if you don't get you a better roommate, you might just decide to go get some rehab because it's got driving you nuts.
Oh yeah, that I didn't tell him that, but after I got done speaking to him the last time, because last time, oh he go catch a yeah. So I was like, I hung up on the phone and I just blocked him at this point because he ain't no better himself, man. And I've been rooming under. I've been renting under him for like 9 years, and it's always been a problem. Not complaining or anything, but I mean, come on, dude.
See, I pray. I wish I win somebody. I pray and I look at people in your situation. Man, we need to get some land. We need to own our own apartment buildings. You got your tenants. I got my tenants. We got we have a crew. We maintenance crew. We grow a garden and everything. We raise our own livestock, fish, and we have our own little community that we produce everything we could need, and don't even spend money. We just barter. I think that's what God wanted us to do as a people anyway.
Yeah, the thing with women, they borrow money, be in debt, and the IRS won't come after them. People like you and I, if we owe money, they coming after us. They gonna make sure to come after us.
They'll probably give women more leniency than they would us. They'll come after them too.
Yeah, they'll give them slap on the wrist. We just go give you time to pay it back. You another 50 years and you can pay this back. We got less time. We got to come after them, man. They ain't pay what they're supposed to pay. That's how they
And
be.
I'm saying this to God, but I'm saying this to everybody in the sound of my voice. I'm tired of these women that's doing dirt that want to be treated like the weaker vessel. They ain't so weak when they're doing the dirt. Why should we treat them as weaker vessel?
Yep.
I got a good heart, Lord, and everybody in the sound of my voice. I got a good heart, but I won't tolerate nobody trying to misuse me. And I ain't trying to misuse nobody. I'm fed up with it. See, the only good purpose for hate is to hate evil. Remember that, y'all. You should hate evil spirits. You should hate evil actions. That's it.
Yep. And the devil's puppets that follow them. Not saying hate them, but stand your ground against them, man. Stand your ground against them, because I ain't gonna let nobody come and ruin my joy and come mess up my peace.
You got a right to stand up for yourself.
Yep.
God don't respect somebody that just cows out of every little old whim, even if it is a woman. No. If you ain't out there starting trouble, somebody bother you, you better say something to correct them.
Yep. I know I do, man. I know I do.
Trust God to stand up for you when you stand up for yourself, when you got the more high ground. So you got to have the more high ground. These wicked human garbage cans that live around me don't have a more ground.
Nope. Yeah, but I know at this point.
The dude you live with don't have a more high ground.
Nope. I'm going to find that sound clip real quick.
All right.
Where's it? I can't even find it. Oh, there you go.
Surrounded by idiots.
You and I are surrounded by idiots. They are idiots. Tell them one more time, Mufasa. Tell them one more time.
Surrounded by idiots.
Come on, play.
Surrounded by idiots.
We are surrounded by idiots. Yes, we
You know, that's funny because I was thinking about getting me a T-shirt made. I'm surrounded by idiots. Years ago. Now I just might get it made. I gotta find an embroidery store.
Yeah.
I'm a truck driver, and when I go to work, I'm surrounded by idiots. Society is crumbling, and you wonder why. I stay to myself. That will be on the back.
Yeah. Three more, three more videos. All right. Another messy house. Here we go.
Has been chosen as the messiest house in the country by Style Network's Clean House. The show's crew is at the house this week removing items so that the home can be cleaned, repaired, and ultimately transformed.
We've talked about it for years that Mom could win the messiest home in the country.
Ever since we started watching the show, we're like, oh, we could so get on that. Why don't we ever audition? And we just were like, we would never get it, really.
Yeah. Turns out we were right.
Yeah. At first, my mom was really, really nervous. She did not want to do it. She was really embarrassed.
Yeah, we had to talk her into it.
Yeah, and she did eventually say yes because we talked to her and we were like, okay, well, it's never gonna get fixed if we don't go through with this.
Whatever items Evans decides that she does not want to keep will be sold at a community yard sale Saturday at the Showplace on Mechanicsville Turnpike. Proceeds will benefit the Wounded Warrior Project. Once the home is cleaned and repaired, the show's designers and organizers will then transform it with new furnishings.
The clutter made everyone more stressed and there was more fighting, so really the clutter was the heart of it all. It was kind of kept a secret because Mom just she didn't want anyone to know, so she didn't let anyone over. If she wanted to talk to them, she would come outside. There was a time when I was really young, like 9, some of the neighborhood kids were able to come over and, we had space, but...
That was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Ric Flair, one more time. Boy, say, woo! Yeah, baby, man. Please, ladies, please, everyone, get a medium size or small house. And the reason why I say that, because if you have this big house,
get a tent.
Get a tent?
Yeah.
A tent is much better for one single person. But if a person go get a house, get a small house or medium-sized house. That big house, you living by yourself in it, you having all this stuff. Now you got to have a garage sale or get rid of that stuff. When I get a house, I'm getting me a small house. I'm not getting no big house. Whoever come over and spend the night, no women. I don't care if my shelter gets shut down, no women. Whichever people come over, maybe 2 or 3 people, and that's it. Otherwise, man, get a small house. Ain't no reason to have a big house. Go ahead, JD Diesel.
Well, I agree with you on one hand. On the other hand, man, it's some people that we need to, find that's like-minded like us, and we need to build our own community, like I was saying earlier. And the rest we need to cut off. We don't want to be the 2/3 of our people that be cut off. You know what I say when I say our people.
Yeah.
And the Lord said He will deal with the people who mistreated our people all this time. I've seen videos about that. But yeah,
Yep. So who gonna have in this community? Like
mainly men.
having women in our community, boy. Woo! Don't give them no
Wait a
power.
minute. If we see, that's what I'm saying. I was gonna get to that too.
Go
If we
ahead.
have women in our community, they got to have their own husbands. We got to lord over those husbands and make sure they're lording right over their wives. And if they have kids, we got a lot of responsibility to make sure that's and then we got to support the man if he's right and the woman's out of order. Well, if the woman pleads for something in need and the woman don't want to do this, I mean, the man don't want to do this is detrimental to every one of them if they don't have it or if the man don't do it. That's one thing. That's not going to be much of a problem. See the man knows if he's there, he's blessed to be there anyway. He should know. And these women are more likely going to be the ones out of line, the kids.
Yep. I say don't give these women no power at all. Let it be all men.
No, that's not giving them power. Just putting them in their place. And if they're stiff necked and rebellious and they're going against uh, scripture, they ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna make it.
I mean, if the government, if they still got power by the government, I mean, will you think that still work or?
Well, in the wilderness, I'm talking about when they bring the mark of the beast stuff, the beast
Uh,
system.
yep.
We have to be able to travel, move around. It's complicated where I'm coming from with this. It's complicated where I'm coming from with this, but it's not so hard to understand that the people of the Lord need to come together. These women need to humble themselves. They need to humble themselves, or they're gonna be lost. There's gonna be more women in hell than men.
It's already a lot of women in here.
And years ago, I determined this, and then a friend of mine sent me a video. Well, no, it wasn't a video. It was a voice clip. I sent it to you. Where this man said he had a dream that he went to hell and was more women there than men, and the woman said he needed to tell folks about that. His wife told him that he needed to tell others about that. You remember that voice clip I sent to you in your Facebook message a while back?
Yeah.
Now that's confirmation because I already it was just a thought, and I was awake just like I am talking to you. But this guy had a dream about this now, and it was recorded. Oh my! You women better wake up. Not to mention, wait a minute. These last days, you got all these natural catastrophes. Then World War III is already it's already, going on. It's just ain't full scale where they cooking everybody yet, but it's damn near to that point.
It's gonna get
Anybody
worse.
don't see that is stupid.
It's gonna get a whole lot worse.
I'm scared for my soul just because I smoke cigarettes, y'all. I ain't hiding my sin. These women and these simps hiding the hell out of theirs. And the way y'all wicked people I see on the highway, I'm talking to them on the highway when I see them. These gang stalkers, these nincompoops out here holding traffic up, all that kind of stuff. You see them bad accidents I share on Facebook all the time. It's because of idiots. Idiot being unlearned fool. I had these rants on Facebook sometimes about that. It's because they heart and their mind ain't in the right place in the first place. Even in their home, the woman her feet don't abide in her home. No, she won't be out here. Then she got the man frustrated and all that stuff. The kids all, away with. They don't care about life. They don't even appreciate their own life. They do stuff to put their own life and everybody around them in jeopardy on the highway. It's too stupid. Don't you know they send dangerous commodities up and down the interstate? You better learn to read your placards. Hazmat placards, orange, explosive, yellow with the radioactive, flammable, class 3, best liquid, like such as in diesel and gasoline tankers. You better be aware of your surroundings. You're a damn fool. You can't tell me nothing. Ladies, dumb simps, whatever you are out here acting like the devil's agents. I see this stuff. I'm a truck driver. I had a hazmat. I didn't go back and re-get it. You have to retrain every so often to get it on your license. I didn't want it because I don't want to be a target for terrorism, for one thing. Then I didn't want to be in some accident. Even if I survive able to drive, I didn't want to be liable for something happening to somebody. You got your marine pollutants too. That's water. Or you got your air pollutants. I didn't want to do none of that stuff. No. There's so much evil going on out there. And there's so many bad drivers. Even milk, I wouldn't haul a food grade tanker. Because that's, even though it won't explode on icy roads, somebody called, you can have an accident, you get killed and run over some people. That liquid in mass quantity, it can cause a problem. And then add the flammable factor to it. Hell, there's too many damn fools out there. I like to ride a motorcycle sometime, and I'm scared because I know there's factors in the road like oil, sand, stuff like that. But these fools are running you over too.
I'm scared to get on one of them, the motorcycles.
Yeah.
I got on one of them things. I was like, nah, I can't do it.
I used to ride bicycles. I could feel my own power, and my legs are strong. I rode all.
A bicycle is easy. I'm talking like a motorcycle, actual motorcycle.
Right, I know. I'll get that's my point. I get on a bicycle or a moped, not no motorcycle. I got on a dirt bike one time. The wheel I just barely turned a little bit. Feel like it want to slide out from under me. Oh hell no! On a gravel road, I wasn't even going that fast. Ooh wee. Nope, that's not for me. And I respect the guys or whoever ride them things that can ride them. That's just not for me. I like 4 or 18 wheels. You know that song that movie Smoking the Bandit. The guy in the truck was singing, "The more wheels I got, the better I like it." Well, that's me.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to get to this next video here.
Go ahead.
Yeah. That one. 2 more.
Landlord says he's completely fed up. He tried to help and rented to tenants who get assistance from OHA. But as John Chapman shows us tonight, those tenants left his property a complete mess, and OHA won't help clean it up.
If they can afford to leave all this food, then apparently they don't need the assistance.
William Mora is upset. William is a landlord. He rents to OHA Section 8 tenants. And this is how he says one of his recent tenants left one of his properties. Lots of furniture, old food. The place is in a mess. William will have to move all of this stuff out, clean up, and repair, all out of his pocket, before he can rent this place out again.
What's frustrating is we as taxpayers are paying for them to do this to us, and on our tax dollar, they're getting a voucher and they're going to do this to another property.
William says he can't get any help from OHA, and he says it's a waste of time to take his former Section 8 tenant to court.
Well, if they're getting all their rent paid, what can we try and get for recourse? You know, if they can't pay the rent and the rent's being paid by tax dollars, then you can't get any reimbursement.
OHA officials say they are funded to provide rental assistance.
Basically, we don't get involved with that. Our assistance is paid to the landlord on the participant's behalf. So the landlord and the tenant have the same kind of relationship any landlord and tenant have.
OHA officials say they don't get involved after a tenant leaves a Section 8 property. Williams says, what if OHA added a move-out inspection to check out the property before the tenant moved out?
If the house is not in the same condition that they left it in, subject to fair wear and tear, they shouldn't get a move voucher. Because that's the taxpayer paying for this, and that's my tax dollars, your tax dollars, everyone's tax dollars paying for all of this. And that's not right.
OHA officials say they are not funded for such inspections, and renting to a Section 8 tenant, with the exception of OHA writing the check, is no different than any other landlord-tenant relationship.
It makes you not want to rent to Section 8, and there's a lot of people out there that can use the housing, and we as homeowners would like to turn around and provide, decent housing for them, but when they do it like this and you get no support from public housing, then that tells you to say, you know what, I don't want to deal with public housing sector anymore, I'll just deal with private.
With photographer Mike Plews, John Chapman, WOWT 6 News.
Get rid of Section 8. I'm going to say this one more time. Get rid of Section 8. And for a lot of Section 8 landlords not giving out vouchers anymore to you know who, I don't care, black women. Because black women like to leave a huge, huge mess. They'll leave it like that and they won't clean up. And you know what I say to that? Yeah.
I got something to pile on too. Before they get rid of Section 8, and a lot of women don't want to work anyway, they need to get rid of inflation. They need to drive the fuel prices back down. You need to get rid of this so-called electric vehicles because they're junk, expensive junk. And they need to make more homes affordable to buy and cut down on cost property taxes. Still have property taxes, but so they can pay for your roads, your utility repairs, things like that. Pick up your garbage. But other than that, yeah, I agree.
As long as they have this 90-year-old man, I know you're not 90. As long as they have Kamala Bear running things, inflation will remain, gas prices will be high, food will be high, electric bill will be high. As long as they have these clowns running right now, then that's all going to remain.
And you know something? I noticed certain things switched. Well, when Clinton was in office, and I ain't giving him much credit, the economy was good, right?
Yeah.
In 2008, that's when it went downhill when Bush Jr. was in office. His daddy was in office back in the 80s. And then Clinton got in office. Well, Reagan and then Bush Sr., then Clinton, then Bush Jr., then Obama, then Trump, now the clowns we got in there now. I've been keeping up with who's been in office ever since I was in a child to now. Ronald Reagan, then Bush Senior, then Clinton for 8 years, 2 terms, 2 4-year terms. Then Bush Jr. for 2 4-year terms. Then Obama for 8 years. Then Trump, and now the clown we got now.
Yeah, back then I was voting like Democrat. I didn't even know why I was voting Democrat, to be quite honest.
Well, they was a party. See, originally, the Democrat Party was the slave party.
Yeah.
Republican Party was the part of Abraham Lincoln who freed the slaves. And and I'm gonna say this. J. Edgar Hoover said that biggest threat to America is black unity. And these stupid black women don't see that. These stupid black simps don't see that. And I ain't being racist, but that racist white man, J. Edgar Hoover, the Hoover Dam named after. Yeah, he said that.
Oh, you got something else?
Now I just paused. Man, I'm just fed up with these traitors among our people, and I'm sick of them.
Yeah. I mean, they go suffer a consequence sooner or later. See, most of them getting deleted. Most of them on child support demand. Most of these women getting deleted. Every time I turn on YouTube, I see a woman getting deleted by her boyfriend. Just about every day, these black women getting deleted by their boyfriend.
And you know something else? I forgot. I did have something, but I didn't think of it until now. You know, women get pissed off when I talk about the wall they hit in their 40s. Yeah, they can have kids when they in their 40s, but they're high risk pregnancy. Menopause typically started in the 40s for women. Don't you know a woman is born at birth with all the eggs that she'll ever have? But them eggs don't get new. She just born with them and they age. But us men after puberty, well, guess what? At the age of puberty, when us men start getting hair on our faces and certain other places, we produce sperm and it's renewed. As long as we live, we're producing new sperm. When we're talking about the quality of sperm. No. As long as you're taking care of yourself. Hell, this men in their 80s having healthy babies.
Yep. Yeah. But the so-called black community, like Red Pill in the Wind, like to say, and man, what's that dude name?
I got something else.
The base fluid like to say the community. The community is going down the hill, man. It's going down the hill. For years, it's been a clown show with our people, man. It continues, yes, but things are getting worse for us too, man. Now that you gotta look at it.
And what race of women does more baby deletions than our race? But they want a commitment. But some of them keep babies and they got baby daddies. Some of them don't keep the babies. You know, STD spreading like wildfires. HIV, syphilis, gonorrhea, what other thing? Herpes.
Yep.
Hey, that's the thing about the woman that I helped move. She got these bumps all on her face. Like, you know how a man had them pubic bumps when he growing hairs down around his chin, like he's growing a goatee.
Yeah.
He had
Right.
bumps in that area. Oh, I wonder why.
Some of it called like razor bumps. Like if you have
Why
like
would she have razor bumps if she a woman?
no, I'm saying like the man, like for instance, I have sensitive skin.
No, that's a woman. You gonna laugh. Why
Oh,
would a woman have
okay,
razor
my bad. You're right.
bumps? She been putting her mouth in the wrong places.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah. I'm saying like for men, like for instance, like if I get bumps under my neck or my face area, that's because I have sensitive skin. Those called razor bumps.
Yeah.
Me,
But a woman
like
should have razor bumps, right?
yeah, for me, like I have used like an electric shaver instead of a razor on my face.
Yeah. Well, you know how to solve that? Man, is if you can grow a beard, let it grow.
Oh, mayonnaise?
Yeah, if you can grow a beard, if it grow,
Yeah.
let it grow. That's a man's loins showing on his face.
Hey, bro, you said mayonnaise to make your hair grow?
No.
Oh, for
If
razor
you
bumps.
no,
Okay, go. My bad. Go ahead.
clean your pores out, shave one more time to knock the head off the bumps, and repent because you ain't supposed to shave your beard off.
Okay.
And I can't stand a razor on my face. It itches the hell out of me.
Like a regular razor?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people don't get razor bumps. Some men don't get razor bumps. They use a regular razor. And like some do.
But you're not supposed to shave your beard off.
Nah.
You can make it neat or whatever, but you ain't supposed to shave it off.
Okay.
That's in the Bible.
That is?
Yep.
You have to send me that chapter when I get done.
And then it was, that's why I was wanting to read all those other scriptures. I knew it was some things that I was watching and looking at on these other videos. IUIC, they talked about this stuff, and I wanted to say some things so bad. Sometimes. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I sent you a lot of their videos. And then also, we ain't supposed to shave our beards off. Man ain't supposed to wear no dress. But a woman ain't supposed to wear no doggone pants neither.
Nope. How these women that dress like men be wearing pants, be wearing tight pants like dudes, and be wearing these muscle shirts like dudes. Not like, really? It bring me to a point right here.
I don't care. If you want to be a man, I'm gonna treat you like a man.
These women want to be men. They want to be men so bad.
There's a spiritual law. It's a curse who it's an abomination and a curse who goes against that.
Yep. One more time. One more time, Bus Drive. One more time.
I don't care. If you want to be a man, I'm gonna treat you like a man.
Most of these women want to be men. It's sad that these women are masculine and it caused so much problems for them. Marriage,
They masculine because they're going against God's commandments. They're not supposed to dress as men.
Yep.
They're not supposed to take on roles of men.
This is why I don't go to church. This is why I don't go, because you have female pastor there. I'm like, really?
No.
Oh, man.
Come on, get it right there. That's how they sound. Hello, man.
More like this. That's more of a woman right there for you.
Yeah. You got any more videos? I got to take a look and I'll be right back.
I got one more video.
All right.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and take the link. I'm gonna go ahead and keep talking. But at this point, people want to live the way they want to live. Let them live it. There's no need to stress yourself out on telling people how to live, telling people how to dress, telling people what to eat, what to drink, where to live. At this point, it's up to them what they want to do. If they make the wrong decision and you try to tell them, let them live with that decision. It's us as men, I'm going to say MGTOW men, it's us as MGTOW men to worry about ourselves. For decades, we have worried about women. We have worried about these simps. We have cared. And throughout the years of caring, we have failed. We have failed over and over again for just worrying about what women do, what these simps do, and the community doing. Comment right here. He's sure about that. The way they shout in tongues. Yeah. Women can speak in tongues all they want to. But the fact of the matter is they still evil. They get out of church and do evil. They be in their homes doing evil. They out in public doing evil. And for them to go to a church on Sundays or Saturdays, supposed to be on Saturday, like J.D. Diesel say, and turn around and do evil afterwards, yeah, you're not safe in the Lord's presence. You're not.
Hey, y'all finna laugh at me. Here's my impression of a woman speaking in tongues. I know I'm gonna shoot me. I'm gonna shoot me.
Oh man.
I couldn't get it to quite the sound I wanted, but that was good enough.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go and get to this last video.
All right.
All right.
What happens if you are an alcohol and/or tobacco addict? Alcohol. Alcohol is a powerful drug. It contains ethanol, the most common type of alcohol that helps to reduce tension and inhibition in a person. It works by dilating small blood vessels near the skin, hence causing the person to become red, warm, and feel comfortable. Initially, the alcohol affects the brain's motor center, cerebellum, and the medulla oblongata, resulting in the person's poor coordination and balance, sluggish reflexes, change in behavior and loss of memory, slurring of speech, increased rate of heartbeat, and breathing. Large amounts of alcohol can even lead to coma or death. Long-term effects for the alcohol addicts include malnutrition and damage to heart muscles, stomach disorders like ulcers and gastritis. The liver is not able to detoxify blood or process nutrients due to liver cirrhosis. Other medicines interact negatively with alcohol, so any side medication can be harmful. Social and personal problems in life are likely to happen due to the addiction. If consumed during pregnancy, fetal abnormalities and miscarriages can occur, such as reduced physical and mental development, mental retardation, birth defects. Driving while intoxicated is illegal worldwide. Alcohol consumption slows reflex time and blurs the vision of the driver. This would then lead to an overall poor judgment of the driver, resulting in fatal road accidents. Tobacco. Tobacco smoking is habit-forming. The smoke drawn into the lung consists of nicotine, carbon monoxide, tar, and other harmful substances. This is why there is a strong link between the act of smoking and respiratory diseases. Nicotine is a stimulant found commonly in tobacco and is responsible for causing most of the chemical changes in the body. Short-term effects of tobacco smoking include an increased heart rate and blood pressure. Tar in the smoke affects the mucous membranes of respiratory systems. This is why smokers cough, because they try to clear their respiratory tract. Carbon monoxide damages the lining of blood vessels while increasing fatty deposits in the walls. Nicotine causes blood vessels to constrict, which leads to heart diseases. In small amounts, it stimulates the adrenal glands to be active. Smokers may feel nervous and tense for no reason. New smokers can experience nicotine poisoning, whose symptoms include dizziness, vomiting, clammy skin, and even fainting spells. The long-term use of tobacco smoking can cause breathing problems like bronchitis, asthma, emphysema, heart disease, and lung cancer. Emphysema causes thinning or destruction of alveoli in our lungs. Tar stains teeth and fingers and can deposit in the lungs, leading to growth of cancerous cells. Other chemical irritants in the smoke cause narrowing of air passages. Smoke addiction may lead to social and personal problems. If the addicts are pregnant women, babies are smaller at birth, and there is an increased risk of miscarriage, stillbirth, and infant death.
Yep. The alcoholic, again, you can't tell people what to do. If people want to drink themselves to death, let them. Let them. And everything has a consequence to it. Everything has a consequence. That's why I don't tell people how to live or tell people what to do.
Right. Those powerful videos you just showed.
Yep.
And you know something? Smoking is worse than drinking in that video.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's how my grandfather passed away in '98. Smoking too much, right?
Yeah.
Died of lung cancer.
We got to clean ourselves up.
Yep.
We got to get away from sin. And that's why that goes back to what I wait a minute. That goes back to what I said. The Lord said it's okay to use herbs and okay to smoke.
Yeah.
Not to inhale. No.
If made by the FDA, I don't care at this point. If made by the FDA, they out to destroy you. They are out to destroy you.
You gotta watch it in the food, all that stuff.
On the food, they put stuff in the food, man.
Bad. And then these rice farmers want to burn these rice fields off.
Yep.
They don't care about the health or how they impact the health. And these idiots that want to smoke this weed. Then the ones that know to smoke it, a lot of them still smoke cigarettes.
Yep. My mom still smokes, but nothing I can tell her, man. As a child, I tried to take her cigarettes away. Couldn't stop that. People gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. The question is, what are you as an individual gonna do for yourself? How you gonna live your life? What you go eat? What you go do the next day? What you gonna do the morning, the night? It starts with you. Other person, whatever they want to do, is whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
At that point, you can't be worried about them. It's time to worry about you. Time to worry about myself.
I was thinking earlier, maybe I should pray to the Lord outlaw tobacco in this country and marijuana.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's for the ones that can't find an easy way to get off of it. They don't want to be locked up for smoking tobacco or weed. If you value your freedom, you won't smoke no more.
Yep.
That's what I wish it would be. And then make them use them tobacco fields to grow other things besides tobacco plants.
Yep.
Tea leaves to make tea. That'd be better than tobacco.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I do that. Grow my own herbs for tea.
Yeah.
Yep. At this point, man, like I say before, America's on its last leg. People want to do what they do, want to do, end up being a negative consequence, and they end up paying for it.
Yep. But you know something? Let me add to that. You know all this natural disaster. What recently with Hurricane Helene or whatever.
Yeah.
The dams, the flooding and the dams breaking, the tornadoes and whatever. That's one thing. But don't you know it? God said it would take him 1 hour to destroy America.
I think less than that. I think more than 1 hour. They send an asteroid to hit this earth real quick. They won't be less, but it will be no less than an hour.
No, it won't be an asteroid. It'll be nuclear fire.
Yeah.
But the whole world will be destroyed. But America, man, well, when those folks see, that's why I got them other scriptures I want to read. When them Eastern countries or whatever turn on the United States, it's gonna be hell.
Yep.
And what the government called UFOs, them actually God's chariot ships to deliver His people out of here. Yeah, I sent videos of that too, and I know they're real because, well, what can I say? I seen them twice in my life. I seen them. They're huge.
Yep.
And people think I'm crazy when I say this, but don't feel bad. You ain't by yourself. I used to think people years ago was crazy telling me this stuff, but that's in the Bible. IUIC videos talked about that too.
Yep.
If we're united in Christ, that explains a lot.
Yo, man, let's go get ugly. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. From the Gary to go to bed.
All right.
All right. I am RPD, and I am out. Shalom.
Shalom.